to a Zippy and Dom reacts to Knockout City. This is from the PlayStation Direct showcase. This is our first time having a look at this. And before you even get in the trailer, Zippy, thoughts and feelings. I mean, it's quite comical art on the front of it. I haven't had a chance to have a look at any of these. I haven't heard of this one before. This looks like it could be a bit of fun.
This is because I saw some stuff on this previously. This is like a team-based dodgeball thing, I want to say. But because there was a kind of a shout out to it a while back. We didn't get to watch it then. I can't remember what show that was, but it it looks like they're kind of trying to take the piss out of themselves at the same time as trying to hype themselves up. So I'm usually quite pleased when developers do that.
All
Don't
right.
take themselves too seriously.
Okay, well let's have a look. Yes, I'm excited. I feel sorry for his teeth. Okay, dodgeball.
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios.
Hello,
We're an indie developer based
Did
in
he
upstate
say
New
Bellin
York, and we recently
Studios?
announced Knockout City,
Yeah, it sounded like
a
Bellin
team-based
Studios.
multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival crews settle their scores with epic
It
dodgeball
says
battles.
PS4, but it's going to
Knockout
PS5.
City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills. In our 1v1 face-off mode, you'll go head-to-head in a constantly shrinking battleground, relying on your reflexes and abilities to knock out an
Gonna
opponent.
be
A well-timed
dodgeball,
catch
but
powers
like
up the ball, making it easier to land
Rocket
a hit.
League, where it's easy to
Use trick
pick up,
shots to lob a ball over a ledge
incredibly
or hook it around
insanely
a
difficult
corner.
to master.
Yeah,
Fake a throw to mess up your opponent's timing and knock them out before
I
they can
think
recover.
novel
When you're
idea
in a tough
having
spot with a ball flying your way, a last-second dodge
like
is the
faking and
difference
stuff
between getting
sounds
knocked
pretty
out and
cool.
staying in the fight. Keep your wits about you and outplay your opponent to bring home a win.
Oh, there you go. So I mean, it's an interesting mechanic in terms of
Let's jump into Team KO, our 3v3 mode.
like making use of battle royale.
Teamwork
I'm not
makes the
sure.
dream work
Do you
in Knockout
die?
City.
Is you get how many
If
get
your
one
crew is
life?
outmatched, a well-coordinated team can still dominate.
Oh.
We're
Well,
playing in
see, that
Back
was
Alley
the
Brawl,
1v1,
a new
so I
map
imagine
you'll
that
find
that's
in
a
our
number.
upcoming crossplay beta. The special ball for this match is the Sniper Ball, which locks onto targets from far across the map, and wham! You can take them out before they have a chance to react.
I'm
Beyond
wondering
special
if,
balls,
like,
each
classic,
map
because
features a
classic
unique mechanic.
dodgeball, you can
In
tag
Back Alley
somebody
Brawl,
back
you can
in
hop into a
if you,
team
like,
and
do a
quick
catch or
getaway,
whatever.
use
So
them
I'm
to
wondering
sneak
if
up on your opponents.
this will have,
Caught empty-handed,
like,
you can literally become
return
the ball,
people
a new
back
weapon for
or
your
stuff
teammate.
like that.
You can become the ball.
Or risk it all.
Be the ball,
Charge up
Dom.
a teammate, launch them high
Yeah.
into the air with an ultimate throw, and they'll land in a huge instant KO explosion.
Okay.
The team here at Velen has been obsessed with building this world over the last 4
Velen
years.
is the name of
Knockout
the
City is
studio,
coming
not
out
Bellin.
on the 21st,
Okay,
so I'm
got it.
glad
that we
you're
got
helping
that
the final
figured
stretch
out.
of development. Rally your crew and sign
I have
up for
lots
our
of
crossplay
thoughts
beta at knockoutcity.com
on
to
this.
play early on PlayStation. See you soon,
This-
brawlers.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm glad to see that they're doing. At least they have made the smart decision and made it cross-play. Right. So I'm going to chime in just because this is my boycott. I will say it, and I'm big. It's kind of a big statement. I genuinely feel that the age of team shooters is dead. Like, we're over. Like, we've moved on from it. 7 years ago, we had Overwatch. We've had a few attempts since then, and I have not seen a single game that's in the team shooter franchise that's come out be successful. And even though there is hybridized like attempt of like mixing different types of stuff, I just feel this is not a strong enough submission to kind of go anywhere with it. It's I mean, it's a nice idea. I like dodgeball and bits and pieces, and the game looked fun, etc. But this just reminds me of Rocket Arena, which recently came out on EA, and it's got that same vibe.
Funny enough, this is an EA piece, but continue.
Yeah, it's Rocket Arena all over again, and there's just no draw for arena shooters anymore. Maybe because like what there's going to be an upfront cost to this. Let's say is like £18. There's going to be a storefront where you probably buy more heroes and skins and stuff. And again, like the problem is they all have like they come with a multitude of modes, and there's never really like one strong mode. There's never like, you know, I guess like the 1v1 can be used for like esports potentially and stuff, and you know you've got the deathmatch mode, and even things like, well, deathmatch is dead. Like, you know, recently you had the Eggbots game from the Tuco Studios, and that hasn't really gone anywhere. It's just the world has moved on as much as it breaks my heart, and I thought it was fun, colourful, good, like had some novel ideas that's not done before, but novelty is not what makes a game super great. It has to be like great core, fun, continuous, replayable features. But your thoughts?
I think that this will have a moment in the limelight and then nothing after that. Like while you were speaking, I was of course listening to you, but also looking at some of the stuff on their website. And this is like crossplay for all of the platforms. So your Switch, PlayStation, 4, Xbox One, PC. It's gonna have a future release on the new Xboxes and the PS5s. Literally don't even know what the fuck the series, Xbox Series is, along with the PS5, and crossplay across all the platforms, which is great. I just don't see it, like, while we are technically in the new uh the new generation, with the PS5s and the Xbox Series at being out in the wild. Not enough people have them for us to really call it full on, like, we're like a mid generation swap. When it comes to these, I don't see it surviving the full on implementation of the new generation. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's a place in the market that I don't understand because I don't really play these games anymore. Maybe, like, you know, there is, you know, that there's maybe it's a small studio and they only need a limited amount of turnover to make any sort of money on this, and maybe it was built on the back of Rocket Arena and stuff like that. Because EA, this is I refuse to believe that EA are so, like, are just throwing like as much stuff as they can and hoping something sticks with these type of games. They must be like, yeah, we need the representation of these types of games. Keep making them. You know, but maybe that is the case. It just, I find it odd. But the guy sounded super passionate about it. Like, he obviously loves his of Knockout City, and I get real Jet Set Radio vibes from it as well, with like the mobility and even like some of the art, like on the screen right now. But no,
there's another game that I saw people talking about on Twitter, and I don't know if it's one of the ones we'll be talking about, that's supposed to be like closer to that spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. But I kind of do feel some of those vibes as well. Also, a little bit of pain. If those of you who had like the early adopters to, I think it was the PS3, had this physics-based game called Pain, where you were literally just throwing people around the city to hurt them as much as humanly possible. A lot of that made me think a lot of that, just like the movement and how things were set up around the city, as if to create all of what would look to be very, very painful things to fall into, but actually were great pieces of cover and stuff of that nature.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, we'll get back to you on this one. As always, if you have any thoughts and feelings, leave them in the comments below. But yeah, there we go. That is Knockout